What is up, everyone? This is King090 and this is going to be Operation Blackout episode 34, the 34th episode of the Operation Blackout series, a series where my friends and I were going to be encasing the entire world in Obsidian Blocks to block out the sun. Now, I will say that this is a pre-recorded video because while this is actually being uploaded, I'm already on my way, or probably already at Anaheim, California, because it's going to be Vidcon week. So it's going to be from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and if I decide to go to Disneyland, then it would include Sunday. If not, then I'm just going to be straight back home around towards the evening of Sunday, or at least Monday. Now, all I gotta say is that I'm very excited to actually go to VidCon. I could actually make my predictions here, but rather than just doing that, I'm just going to talk to you guys about Operation Blackout and possibly Operation Bedrock and any other thing that actually comes up to mind. That I've already had everything packed up, ready to go, recharge everything. It's just going to be exciting for me just to go to VidCon for the first time ever. This is my first year of VidCon, and maybe I'll actually go next year if all goes well. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but all I can say is that I'm very excited. Hopefully things go well. But in any case, with Operation Blackout, for those who's new to the channel, that it is a series where we're going to be getting a lot of obsidian and placing them down around the world so that little bit by little bit you'll see the map get darker and darker. Just it's going to be completely blacked out so that we're going to set the blocks from the the east all the way towards the west. Since our base is at the southwest, it's pretty cool when to think about looking at the sun. Well, technically, when setting in the west, it can't really rise up to the east if we actually make a wall to begin with. But I'm pretty sure that even if we were to go farther the distance, you could still see the sun because then the wall is not going to be generated. So technically, when I first originally thought that it would completely block it out, but in this case, it won't because it's already going to be farther away anyways. Unless if we were to get a brand new update, of course. I wonder how the graphics pack or the shaders pack will interact with this entire world. Now that is something that I want to see, and of course that update is going to come around in November, and as well as the Xbox One X, which I am contemplating in buying. But first of all, I need to know, do I need to get a 4K screen in order to have the 4K gameplay, or I could actually just dim it down to 1080p and be fine with it? I don't know. I've never done 4K before, so that's going to be a thing. And as well as that, I don't have anything to actually record 4K. I'm not too sure if I can do so with the Elgato HD60 Pro for the computer, which is just a PCI hardware port. So I don't know if it can actually record in 4K. I looked at the website and it didn't show anything about 4K. And of course, if I want to actually look at it in 4K, I would have to get 4K monitors too. So overall, that 4K is just going to be very expensive. And it seems like it's not going to be a thing that everyone could actually afford just yet. But just as long as the option is there, I guess that's where everyone's going to buy it regardless. But as long as I could actually play in 1080p, regardless of the console being 4K, then that's all I ever need really. And if I decide to actually go upgrade to 4K with everything else, then at least I have the console. I just have to go get the capture card. I would have to go get the TV, the monitors, and things like that. It's just a huge investment to think about, but I'm not worrying about that until later on this year anyways. But this leads me to ask you this question: are you actually going to get the Xbox One X or the Xbox One S? Is that there's so many new models. We're not technically getting a brand new console just yet. We're just getting a new model that is pretty much upgraded. But even then, if they were to make a new console, what would they even call it? Or is the Xbox One X actually that console that people are saying that's not an actual console? It's just an upgrade of a console or actual new generation console. This thing is so confusing to think about. Not only they actually released an Xbox One, they have an Xbox One S and now an Xbox One X. This is just getting a little bit dumb right now. And then of course that with Sony and PlayStation, they're just going to get PS5. They don't even need to do any gimmicks other than the PS4 Pro. I feel sorry for those who are not able to actually go ahead and do cross-platform because of Sony and Nintendo, but that's just another can of worms that I can't even discuss into because I don't know anything about that much. All I know is that for Microsoft, at least they're doing cross-platforming so that you could actually play along with other people, that if you're on the Xbox One, you can play with other people on the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X. I believe the 360. Also, we'll have Pocket Edition and VR. So There's just so much to deal with this. Like, a lot of people are going to be able to play on servers, on consoles, which is like minigame servers. So that's going to be fun on its own. And from what I could say, that I'm definitely going to be making a series on that. It could be like a minigame series. I could live stream it, or that I could just go ahead and make episodes. So let's see how well that I do. If there are actual leaderboards there, then I could actually go ahead and try to do leaderboard updates. And speaking of leaderboard updates, I still need to do another one. So let's go ahead and take a look at it right now, just for the heck of it. That if we were to go to press start, go to leaderboards, we're going to go to mining on peaceful. That's not what I wanted. Mining on blocks on peaceful. There I am. And then of course, let's go ahead and go to change filter. Then I'll be in nearly the top 1,000. That's pretty cool. I already got 99,999 dirt. Then we have 799 cobblestone, 51,939 of sand, 99,999 of stone, 21,926 of gravel, only a measly 4 clay. If I were to get more clay, then of course that's going to actually boost up my rankings a bit. So at least I could actually update on that later on. But then we also have, well, I've already mined some obsidian, so let's just assume that I have 38,000 blocks of obsidian. And I will not go to easy mode until I am done with just maxing out everything but clay. Pretty much that Operation Blackout's going to help me max out on obsidian. So it's a good way just to keep count on how many blocks I have already mined up. So that's going to be the ideal of a way of tracking everything that I do with Operation Bedrock and as well as Operation Blackout. Until I get 99,999 and all but clay, this is where I'm going to stay for a while. And keep in mind, we need to mine at least 1,500,000 blocks of obsidian to complete this goal. So it's gonna be a long while. So every month will be a different update. At least it's gonna be a little bit of progression, especially if I were to go ahead and get some clay blocks here and there. All you gotta do is just get like maybe 200 clay blocks, set them all down, save, and then dig up all the clay blocks and then exit without saving, and then just keep doing it again and again and again. So it's kind of like an exploit, but it's just you're not necessarily, well, reusing all the blocks. How can I even say this? I don't know how to explain this right now. Is that you're just mining up the same 200 blocks over and over and over and over and over again until you actually maxed out. You're not technically cheating, or are you cheating? I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will just claim cheating no matter what. But hey, at least it's not hacking the leaderboards like everybody else does, right? Or they're doing the creative glitch that somebody actually messaged me about this thing, that if you go to creative mode, you do this one thing, it will actually boost your, well, blocks up to 64,000 exactly. So for whatever reason, that's what it does. So in that regards, at least we're not doing that. We're just manually digging up all the blocks every single time, just exiting without saving and just doing it all over again. But let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. If you were just to mine the blocks, then save or exit without saving and then just do it all over again. Is this considered cheating? Yes, no, to a certain degree. Do you, or are you okay with it? If you say it's cheating but you're okay with it, then let me know. We're up for a discussion, and let's see what other people think about this thing. And if we were going to go back to the VidCon topic, then I want to say that at least I'll be able to meet up with 4 creators so far. It was guaranteed because of the meet and greet lotto, and if I happen not to be there, then I guess that's on me and that's my fault. But from what the drawing says and from what I won in the meet and greet, that I'm going to be able to meet Matthew Santoro, Vsauce, hopefully the whole crew, but at least Michael, I know that for a fact. Then we have Tomska and Jack's Films. More or less, I'm just very excited to meet Michael and as well as Tomska and as well as Jack. So that is going to be a good experience right then and there. I'll be able to ask questions, get to talk to them, and who knows what happens from there. And maybe I'll be able to meet some more creators. Just I gotta look at the agenda, I gotta look at the entire thing, and just go along with it. See what events are happening, and if not, just go ahead and just relax, because this is gonna be my 1 week vacation, and what better way to spend that week than to actually go ahead and spend all that money to get a hotel, to buy the tickets, and to have fun at a place where you love to be at, which would be relating to YouTube. I just want to know, how are they going to talk about motivation and things like that when the adpocalypse is still occurring? It's going to be a thing. I joked about this from time to time, but I legitimately want to know, like, how can you encourage people to continue what they want to do when they're not making enough money from it now? Because I know that that's a selfish thought to think about, but money does help a lot, especially when you are producing things, when you're trying to pay the bills, when you're trying to spend money to actually make the video, because some people have very high quality videos and that alone costs money, especially if you have a crew working with you. You got to pay your people somehow, so that's going to be a thing. All I could say is that it's just one of those things that you want to encourage people to create, but at the same time, you have to understand that it's gonna be a little bit demotivating knowing that it's gonna be a while until things return back to normal because of the whole ordeal that's been occurring within the past few months. But needless to say, maybe some of these topics will be talked about at Vidcon itself, so we will see what happens. We want to know if things are going to be better, things are going to be worse, things are just steadily progressing. We want to know. And especially with one of the other topics would be that Call of Duty World War II will be demonetized because of WW2 or World War II, just however you want to put it. If you put that in the title, your tags, or the description, then the video is going to be demonetized. I do have an idea of just see how we could actually avoid that, but we're gonna have to see once it happens. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then I don't know what else to say. But if it does work, then I will not mind actually sharing the knowledge with other people until this thing probably gets taken down or something. I don't even know. We're just gonna have to see when it happens. That the Call of Duty community is freaking out because if you were to put World War II in the title, description, or in the tags, the video automatically gets demonetized, being non-advertiser friendly, which doesn't make sense. Then how does Activision would get away with it, or how would this actually help Activision too if they are being affected? Which I highly doubt they're going to be affected anyways, because they could just pay for the advertisement to show on other people's videos regardless. But one great way to do that is that if they were to advertise on anything that has World War II in it, with of course Call of Duty as a whole entire tag, just have that one keyword tag that is Call of Duty World War II, and then you're good to go, that the Activision ad will actually play on there, and then everybody is pretty much winning in that regards, that the people who make the video will have a little bit of ad revenue, and then of course Activision will be able to show the actual advertisements throughout the videos for the people. It's just one of those things. But of course, again, if everyone just makes Activision, or not Activision, they make the Call of Duty 2 videos, Call of Duty World War II videos, then it's all win already for Activision regardless, because that's just free advertisement no matter how you look at it. And then of course with Operation Bedrock, that's gonna be pre-recorded, and I'm probably just gonna be running around doing something. I'm probably just gonna be mining more and more blocks anyways, but as long as that we keep working on it little bit by little bit, then that's gonna be a thing. And I need to get back to live streaming some Let's Plays. I know I haven't done it in a while, but I've just been very busy with the work schedule, and as well as that of course with VidCon just happening right now. Again, this is pre-recorded. I'm already there getting registered and to see what's happening. There's going to be a party late at night, so I'm going to attend that party, and I'm going to try to make a vlog if I can. I don't know. So let's see how well that goes. But all together, I'm going to be very excited for the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Wednesday is just registration day and a party, and then the main events happen throughout Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday would be Disneyland Day if all the attendants want to go to Disneyland at a discounted price. And if we decide to go, then that's going to be another thing. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. But there's not much more than I could actually say. This video may be short, or maybe I'll just ramble on long enough to make it 15 minutes. But I want to thank you guys for all the support you've been giving me thus far. And hopefully everything goes well over at VidCon. That I'm going to be meeting some creators. I'm probably going to buy some merchandise. I'm just going to have fun. This is going to be my 1 week vacation. I was supposed to say week. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But my 1 week vacation, and as well as that when I get back from vacation, hopefully I'll learn something over at VidCon, and then I could just continue on making videos and things continue to go well over the summer break, and hopefully that more people get to watch some of my videos too. Other than that, nothing else for me to say. But again, thank you for all your support, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new to the channel, then please subscribe. So, signing out, I am SortaKing090, have a great day everyone, and then as always, I'll see you guys next time in a new video or live stream. Till my time is
and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.